Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
Mama, all men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair! Rise and grind, wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, 'cause you experience us on the cusp of blowing up. Wake up, wake up. Rise and grind morning show.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. It's a little echo in my headphones. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes. Good morning, guys. Good morning. It is Wednesday. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. I am your girl, Miss Brittany Chanel, and I got Shani with me on the ones and twos, bringing us to you, being very childish. She being so childish this morning. Like, she don't want to grow up. She don't want to grow up. I don't want to put my headphones on because I don't want to mess my hair up.
Listen, I'm just trying to.
That's childish. That's real childish. We are the ladies holding it down today. Miles is not here. He is under the weather. Todd is not here. He is under the weather. So clearly,
we thugging it out.
we are thugging it out, and obviously, we take our vitamins and we take care of ourselves because we're here and we're not under the weather.
Count your
So,
blessings. Count your blessings.
men, y'all should take a note out of our book. Take your vitamins and
Yes.
drink your orange juice and drink your water.
Take your vitamins. Everything.
But we are still sending healing hands to those two gentlemen, and the ladies gonna hold it down. That's what. See, this is what the co-pilot
You see?
look like. You know, when the men aren't present, the women
Yeah.
are around, and they can hold it down. That's what me and Shani here are doing today.
Hold it down.
Yeah, but before we got on, we were talking about hair and training hair, and I'm over here trying to school Shani.
Thank
y'all.
you. Because this is a new journey for me, and I see why I don't do this. But yeah, it'll come.
She said that it's too much work.
It's too much work. It's an extra chore in the morning
Okay.
for me to have to do. I'm just like, I'm okay.
But for me, what I hear is you don't like to brush your teeth, you don't like to take a shower, you don't like to clean yourself because
So
all
the
of
essentials,
that.
but
I mean, your hair-
that takes time. But that's in my daily routine. This is not
But
in
that
my daily
it
routine.
should be in your daily routine. Like all of that falls up under taking care of yourself.
Self-care.
Yeah. So I don't understand
I gotta get back in.
why is this a problem? Because this is your hair. Like you supposed to take care of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now I have to.
She
So,
traumatized me this morning because she told me that she doesn't wrap it. And for me, like I just cringed because I said, How are you sleeping? And I just go to sleep.
Because that's what I'm used to being
That's
able to
cringy.
do. Just going to sleep.
That's cringy.
It
I told
doesn't
you,
work for me.
Get you a silk pillow.
I'm gonna have to go to the piece
Yeah, get you a silk pillow. If you're not gonna wrap your hair at night, or roll it or do anything to it,
silk
at
pillows.
least get a silk pillow.
Yeah.
So, hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Rhea, Richard, Miss Monique, what's going on? How y'all doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. She said, thug it out and wipe them desk and headphones and mics with antibacterial wipes. Yes, Miss Rhea, we have already done all of that.
Yes. Oh yeah. I disinfected.
She did it last night.
I did that
Then came in
last
this
night.
morning
Yeah.
and did it. Like, nobody is getting sick around here. Like, it's
Yeah.
just not gonna happen with us. That's not what we do.
My immune system won't take it.
Yeah, and mine is like made of iron, so I can't even remember the last time I was under the
See?
weather, over
Yeah.
the weather, in the weather. To be honest with you,
It's okay.
I cannot remember the last time that I was not feeling well.
Yeah.
even during COVID.
It's okay. Slide me some of that iron. 'Cause,
I don't know.
Yeah. If I don't rest, my body be like, oh, so you're not gonna sit down.
But see, I know when to rest,
Yeah.
and I eat a lot of fruit and drink a lot of water.
Okay. I don't know. Them grapes was graping. I gotta put in my order because wherever Brit be shopping at for her fruit.
Thank you. And I take my vitamins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to take D3s
I still do.
for the strong bone and
I
calcium.
take
gotta get
take
back on it.
D3s at like 5,000.
Yeah.
And then I
gotta
take-
get my gummies back.
I take a prenatal. I take iron. I take vitamin C because the vitamin C helps absorb the iron.
Okay.
And then I have a prebiotic and a probiotic. that I
Okay,
take.
I'ma just go ahead and take a list.
I just take my vitamins.
I'm gonna just take a list because
Yeah.
I'm missing some vitamins.
Yeah, and you know what they've been saying that a lot of black women. Hey, Calvin.
Good
a
morning.
lot of black women are missing like their vitamins and nutrients. and
Yeah,
minerals and
because we're
things
not
like that.
getting it solely from what we eat.
Yeah,
and
well,
or
I
drink,
don't know
so.
what we're getting anymore from
A little bit of
anything.
everything.
Yeah, I don't know what we're getting. So yeah, I definitely
Read your labels.
I don't trust nothing.
Yeah.
And how I am, like I just believe like you just have to do what you have to do and just keep it moving
That's
because
true.
you're gonna die from something.
Something someday.
Yeah.
You know?
So my thing is like if you take care of your mind,
Yeah.
the mind takes care of the body,
body,
and the body
soul.
takes care of you. So like that's just kind of how I look at it. Again,
That's true.
I can't tell you last time I've been under the weather, in the weather, over the weather.
That's true. Brit really do not get
I
sick.
don't get sick.
Whole time mom like
I
it's
can't
a
even
thing.
tell you. I can't even tell you.
Brit be like, oh, stay away.
I don't even be
Don't.
that. So people around me, like during COVID,
Yeah.
people had COVID. And I mean, like sitting next to me had COVID, across from me had
Yeah.
COVID. Did not touch me.
That was the scariest time.
Did not
because
touch me.
It made it seem like you had something. It was like, was you around such and such? And you be like, yeah, you might want to go get tested. Like,
Well, for me, how I felt with COVID, well, you know, with the pandemic, pandemic, it was no different than the flu.
they definitely had those same symptoms.
And I didn't have, I have not ever had the flu. I have not ever had a flu shot. So
Yeah.
I was just like, it's just another strand of the flu.
Gotcha. The
Yeah.
shots don't really do nothing for me too much, so I do without them. But
Without shots.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my immune system, it won't really.
It
take
doesn't do
well.
anything.
Yeah,
I
it
took-
doesn't do anything.
I got vaccinated when I was younger, and then that was it. Like I didn't do too much of anything.
Shout out for the
else.
vaccination.
I just got vaccinated as a child. And I
Yeah.
didn't do anything because I took all my vaccinations.
So
and
just
that
the
was it.
question: when you do become a mom, do you think that you'll have your kids vaccinated with different things now? Or?
I don't even know, to be honest
Okay.
with you. That's
I know that's-
real.
yeah.
Because some of my friends' kids are vaccinated, and
Yeah.
then some of them are not. So I don't really know.
Okay.
Because for me, like I'm not the person. I listen to stuff in the media, but I don't listen to stuff in the
Got
media.
it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like a lot of things with government, things like that is a scare tactic. And if you
That's
pay
true.
attention to history and how things are, like it don't do them. It just repeat. It's just a cycle.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And you should definitely advocate for yourself.
Yeah, and
your
everybody's different.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't.
That's why I just wanted to ask because I know
I've
you
been
know
vaccinated.
it's both ways.
I haven't had any things going
Yeah,
on.
I did definitely my vaccination as kids. You know, the one that the doctor recommend for
yeah.
you. Yeah, but now, no.
Yeah, and I think it's a real touchy subject too.
Yeah.
Because for me, right, because it's so different with these kids.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, well, it seemed like when we were vaccinated and we had these rules and regulations,
Yeah.
we were a little bit more well behaved.
That's true.
But these
And
kids
we were
today,
fine.
you got to basically beat them up to do anything, and you know what I'm saying.
That's
That's
true.
why I was like, I don't really know. Miss Rhea said I take vitamin D and collagen, but that's about it. I may need to add more.
That's what I said, Ms. Rhea. Here in Brit list, I need to add a few more.
What, for the vitamins?
Yeah,
Honestly,
just for everything.
So my doctor told me for a woman, the best multivitamin to take is a prenatal vitamin because
Okay.
it has everything, and you don't
and I
have
actually,
to be.
I was saying I wouldn't think about that because typically that's, you know, for when you're looking to
That's
start
what they
carrying
think,
or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah,
No,
so that's the furthest
prepare your
thing
body
from my
before.
mind.
Yeah, no, I take a prenatal. It's one of the best vitamins. It's a big annoying vitamin. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's real big.
Yeah.
But it gives you all the nutrients that you need. So
Okay.
Ms. Rhea said COVID hit me hard, and it was not like the flu at all. It truly was a different kind of pain.
Yeah, I think COVID attacked on what was
I-
already wrong, and it just made you extremely weak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't experience, but
Yeah.
I'm saying it was a different type of flu,
Yeah.
not the same flu. Because the flu was dangerous too.
Very,
Yeah.
very dangerous.
So I don't know, but I don't. Hey, people went through it. They made it. They're here. Some people had it. The other
That's
things
true.
going on. They're not here. So I'm not like, hey, I'm invincible. But I'm just saying I
Right.
didn't.
This is what you do
Yeah.
to, you know,
Prevent
be
it.
proactive.
yeah. Any type
Okay.
of illness or sickness and stuff like that. So
Nice.
take your vitamins. Go to bed.
Please get rest.
Listen, I
Drink your
believe
water, mind
in
your
the power
business.
of naps. If you could take a nap, even if it's 10, 15 minutes, get you a nap in. She
Yeah.
said more respiratory chest pain and body aches than the flu. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
because that's really what it was caused to affect.
Yeah.
Miss Rhea. So that's probably why you experienced it more
People
there.
said they were not able to get out of bed or nothing.
Yeah, but it was. I feel like it was just a stronger strand because, like, the
Yeah.
flu has a bunch of different strands. Because if you think about it, you never catch the same cold twice.
Yeah.
So that means there's a bunch of
It could be
different strands.
similar, but like you said,
Yeah, you never catch the same cold twice. So that means it's all different types of strands.
That's true.
So I believe like COVID, I believe COVID, this is my belief. My belief, I'm not a doctor. I believe
Not giving
that
medical advice.
COVID is a strand of a flu.
Yes.
It's just
I
more
agree.
detrimental. That's
I
what
agree with
I
that.
believe.
Yeah.
Now, that's my belief. Y'all don't care if y'all like it or not.
No,
That's what
I agree
said.
with that though
I said what I said.
because it progressively got worse. But I feel like it maybe started with those flu-like symptoms.
Well, because now people are getting COVID.
Yeah,
And it's like, oh yeah, I had COVID, and now it's no
Yeah.
big deal.
yeah.
You
That
see what I'm
second
saying?
wave, it hit everybody.
Yeah,
that
it's
first
like, oh,
wave
yeah.
that it didn't hit, it hit the vast majority. And then that second wave, it was like everybody that didn't get sick the first time
Yeah,
got sick the second time.
yeah. So that's how I look at it. But again, that's my belief. I said what I said.
And that's
I
it,
said
and
what I
that's
said. I
all.
dropped the mic. I'm done. I'm done.
So speaking of kids,
I'm dropping the mic. I'm done.
The topic for today is: should teachers open carry in schools?
Well,
And did you want to go to the video?
I think we should go to the video and then come back into that so people
what,
can
what
understand.
would you
like,
do
why we have that
in this
question.
situation?
Yeah, like let's go to the video so they can see what we're talking about.
Yeah. What would you do in this situation?
I know what I'm doing.
You're not gonna talk to me like that, you dumbass bitch! You're not gonna talk to me like that! Bitch, you're not gonna talk to me like that! You're not gonna talk to me like that! You dumbass play in my face right now! You need to give her a
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Put your hands on me! Yeah, I swear to God, if you don't get your hands, put your hands on me! Get your hands on me! I'm just so swinging back!
Oh God damn.
She said, "You're not gonna talk to me like that. You're not gonna talk to me like that."
One thing I will say is that
She would have got laid out.
yeah, we would never.
She would have got laid out.
The level of disrespect that teachers have to go through now is crazy.
I think she
We
would have got laid out.
Yeah,
I would have I just would have laid her out. What she should have did, she should have hammed her up
Yeah,
until she calmed down. Because
But
obviously
see,
the teacher was stronger than her.
but she didn't look like she was calming down.
That's
she
why.
didn't smack the
That's
teacher
why she
hand.
should have hemmed her up.
Yeah.
Like you ever been hemmed up by? Okay, maybe that was just me.
Say it got you together.
Maybe it was just me.
But see, here's the thing, right? So should teachers open carry in schools? We are all human, and we all do have a, trigger point. Or so with them being angry, a kid snapping at them, hitting them. Should they open carry?
I don't know.
Do they need
because
that level of protection inside the classroom?
I feel like, because here's my thing. If they do open the carry with that, and they just so happen to shoot somebody, then, now their job going to be in question, and them as a person is going to be in question. So I don't necessarily know they should be able to open to carry.
Okay.
But I do think that there should be some rules and regulations set into place as far as them assaulting. Because here's my thing. Mm-hmm. The teacher was assaulted.
That's true.
And assault is just simply you can jump in someone's face. That's a form of assault. Mm-hmm. You spit in someone's face. All of that is assault. If you go and look up assault legally. So the little girl was assaulting her. Yeah. So for me, the teacher has every right to protect herself.
Yeah, she tried to de-escalate.
If she's in danger. Now the girl, you want to act grown, you gonna get treated grown. So my thing is, because they want to say this age thing.
Yeah.
Oh, because she's older, or she's a teacher, or she's at a different level.
She's still human.
If you in the military, you ain't about to be at the sergeant all in his face,
exactly.
The colonel all in his face,
you
doing all of that.
Level of respect,
it's a
or
level,
you out of there,
baby.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I said the level of disrespect that kids have now, and it starts at home because they talk to the parents.
She obviously doing that at home,
exactly, and it's probably worse there. Or whoever the parent is probably matching that energy at home, which is why she thinks that's okay.
Baby.
Because the minute we raised our voice to anything, who you was talking to?
Well, back in the day, you got in trouble. Like, the thing is, you had to respect the teacher, right? I don't know if you was taught this, but I was taught this. Like, when you leave this house, you're a representation of me and your father. So I don't know if you got that or not, but that's what I got. Yeah. So it's like, so when you out, you represent us.
Yes.
So it's like, oh, well, okay, cool. And then back in the day, like if you did something in school, parents was coming up to the school.
Parents were contacted.
And having a black mom.
Yeah.
In a white school
you
is already embarrassing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I shared it one time on the show, like, well, I had a basketball game, and my mom cussed out my coach. Did I share that on the show?
No, I don't think so.
So I had a basketball game. My coach, yelling, all this other stuff. My mom was there, and she had to leave early. Well, she comes to get me because this is like halftime. So like coach is mad and he going in because we down by some points or something like that. Yeah. And so she comes back like, I need to talk, to my daughter. And he's like, you can't talk to her. So she, excuse me. Like she did the whole black mama thing.
Sir.
I was like, oh my God. And mind you, I'm black.
Yeah, exactly. So, I gotta go to school tomorrow, Ma.
So she did the whole black girl TV, the whole black girl mama thing at the coach and cussing him out and going off on him. Like she ain't cussing him out, but she did it in a nice way. And then afterwards she goes, don't be embarrassed. How can I not?
Okay, Mom, thanks.
You just went off on my coach.
Yeah, but I bet you that you was able to talk to your mom after that. At any point of the game.
I went in and put my head. I'm like, oh Lord. And the coach was like, why did your mom come at me like that? Like, why did she go off on me?
You know what you said?
I'm like, Coach, you was being disrespectful to her.
Exactly.
So like, but again, like I said, it was a time where parents, if you embarrassed, your family or whatever, they would come to the school and embarrass and they're gonna embarrass you.
Yeah. Now
you got parents that's like, oh, you took my baby's phone?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to beat you. And
you
it's
see
like,
what I'm saying? So now the kids feel like they have that power because the parents are on their side, which I'm not saying don't be on your kid's side, but also your kids. It was those parents that was like, okay, the teacher said you did such and such, such and such. And of course the kids would be like, no, I didn't do it. And the parents will step in and be like, now, did you do this? Because I know you. I know my kid. I know what they're capable of. That sounds like something that you would do.
Yeah.
I feel like it was more of a village when it came to parents raising their kids, back when they were in school.
I'm going to agree with that.
I do agree with Ms. Rhea when she said, with that video, I feel like a gun would have caused more problems.
That's why I don't necessarily think that they should open to carry.
Yeah.
But I do think that the teachers should protect themselves, and I think that it's okay.
Okay.
So I mean, maybe a pocket knife.
something, a taser,
a box cutter.
Yeah. Because we do have inventory in boxes.
A box cutter, you know, something to that degree. I don't necessarily think that they should have, I wouldn't say a gun.
Yeah.
Unless, you know, you have security or something in there, then that's something that's different. But I do think that they do need, it needs to be something where they can protect themselves, because at that point, no one else stepped in.
Not even the teacher.
No one else stepped
the hall.
in.
She was like, get her. And some people be feeling like, hey, I don't want the, you know, the beef on me. But I just feel like, hey, at that point, you don't know if you're going to lose your job or not. So you might as well go out defending yourself.
Well, I don't think that is fair. I do remember that Ms. Monique, she said this video is a couple years old. The teacher's legs got broken and these kids are out of hand. Yes, they are.
They are. And I agree. I don't feel like maybe they should open carry necessarily, but I do feel like teachers should have guns in the school. Maybe
you think guns should be in the school?
Yeah, but not like an open carry, not accessible like on person.
I think that could be dangerous.
It should be like maybe in a lockbox, but just somewhere in a school. Maybe not in a classroom, but maybe somewhere in the school where it's safe.
Oh, that's real dangerous.
But too much stuff happened on the outside, and whatever the case may be for teachers not to have protection of that caliber.
So you think like let's say we had our was it CPL?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say we had that, right?
Yeah.
And we carry it on us, and let's say we worked in the school. So you think that we should be able to take the gun inside the school, even though it's hidden or something? Like, that's what you're saying?
Yeah. Just not have it on your person all day, like not walking around like, yeah, say something. Like not like that, you know, not infuriating, or you know.
I think that's dangerous, and I think the reason why is because you got to think about the maturity level with the kids.
So like, you think the kids picking a lockbox at this point?
They might, and these children they're very, very immature. And it's not like they don't have the discipline that we had when we were coming up. And like you said, the village has gone down.
Yeah.
And you got grandmothers now at 33, 34, 35 are grandmothers.
That is true.
And the great grandmas, I don't even know if they even exist anymore at this point. You know what I mean? Like the mamas is at clubs, the grandmas at the club.
They both at the club.
So you got kids raising kids. So I think the maturity level is not even there.
Yeah.
Because even now, teachers, you got teachers that's in their 30s teaching high school students.
Looking like us. Exactly. Yeah. Looking like us.
And they end up having relationships with the students.
That's
you know,
true.
we listen to the same music. We dressing the same. So now it's like, how do we differentiate? I think I said it correctly.
Yeah.
Between the teacher and the student when the teacher is looking like the student. Like, I went to a high school.
You will blend in.
I'm definitely going to blend in.
You will blend in. And our teachers looked grown. Like, they wore suit and tie. You know, slacks.
How do you be different from the student?
And I think that's where the respect level came in. Because, like, hey, I don't look like you. We don't listen to the same thing. We're not on the same way.
It was a step. Like, I'm above you.
It was.
You know,
and don't ever forget it.
And they carried themselves above us. You know, and now that we're older, it's almost like, dang, the teachers really were young. Like, they were young.
Yeah, but they acted in a different manner.
No, I'm an authority. You know what I'm saying? So, like, now you have the teachers, I have to be relevant. I have to be relatable.
Right.
And I think for me, the teachers that I respected were relevant and relatable, but they still had a certain standard as I'm the teacher.
Like, they were open.
You're the student.
You could come with them, get help and things like that, but you knew how far to take it.
Yeah.
Like, you wasn't making TikTok videos. The teachers weren't going viral. Kids wasn't beating up. Like, the most that happened when I was in school was, okay, you got that one or two students that would try to challenge the teacher or get smart.
Oh, like that girl, she did it.
Yeah, and exactly. But it would be subtle. Like, it'll be like, hey, stop talking. Man, I ain't even talking. And then at that point, it'll be like, okay, go to the office. They wasn't having it. It was over. It was no back and forth.
But it doesn't even seem like they had a principal.
And she called on the teacher across the hall. Was like, hey, get her, help me.
Yeah.
And the teacher didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So Miss Rhea said, nah, no weapons, but they should definitely be able to use them hands.
I'm telling you, especially if you're in high school, Because that's when high school students
They be
starting to
smelling
feel themselves,
theyself.
right? And again, you have teachers that's well into their 30s, because I told y'all the 30s is your second wave of teenagehood.
Yeah.
So now you
a little
got
bit more money.
so you just got a mature teenager and an immature teenager.
Exactly.
So they clashing. So if you're in high school, because you about 15, 16, you feeling yourself and you want to come at an adult, then you should be tried as an adult. And I personally think that the teachers should protect themselves.
So you don't think no charges should be pressed against the teacher if they are defending themselves?
That's a complete. She defended herself. That
She
little
did,
girl
and she tried to de-escalate it.
She
tried
did.
to hold the girl arms and wrists, and
She slapped the phone out her hand.
now that was the first.
You see
step.
what I'm saying? So I think I don't think the teacher should have been. In fact, the little girl should have been charged.
I think so.
She should have been
I think
charged.
so. I've seen where kids are snatching teachers' wigs off.
Yeah, I see.
Literally crashing out because they take their phones. Like, we knew that,
My phone was taken.
yeah, our phone was taken
At the beginning of class.
Maybe to the end of the day, if your parents didn't come pick it up, like the phone was given back to the parents, not to the students.
Yeah.
I just feel like it was different things put into place to make sure, like, okay, we understood this is not the way to go. This is not what we need to do.
Yeah, I think at the beginning of class, that the phone should be taken.
I agree.
I don't think that students should have them.
You can't concentrate. Like, even us, like, I ain't gonna say that we never.
Richard said back then it was even just a shocker to find out a teacher's first name. That is true. Because when you did, you be like, oh, that's your name.
You have a first name, but now it's TikTok videos out where it's students calling
Yeah.
the teacher their first name.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Brian, what is this? And I'm just like, whoa, because we always like Mr. or Mrs. And
Yeah.
they wouldn't accept anything other than Mr. or
Well,
Mrs.
just to see him dressed up, or like dressed down.
Yeah.
If you saw the teacher dressed out, you be like,
jeans
you
on a Friday?
what?
Like, exactly.
You look weird, because they were always dressed up.
And don't see them out in public. You still had that respect from, is this mom?
I had
like,
my teacher was Mr. Ruth. Because he actually lived like down the street.
Yeah.
So every time I would see him, I would like riding my bike or something, like, hey, Mr. Ruth.
You
know,
see?
and he was one of those teachers that you would always remember.
Yes,
and he
learned so much.
He was he was my psychology teacher. He was really dry, and he didn't play with the students. And so a lot of students couldn't stand him.
Yeah,
and
they
he didn't care. They
respected
respected him.
That was it.
And that's why I was like, I'd much rather be respected than loved.
Yes.
And even to this day, if I see, hey, Mr. Ruth,
Exactly.
like, he's like, how's it going?
You see?
He was so monotone.
And that's it. He didn't give you, hey, what's up?
No, he
what's
was,
up? Da, 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 da.
hi, Brittany.
Hi.
I'm like, Mr. Ruth, what? Okay.
Hello.
Like, that's how
Exactly.
he was. And I used to mess with him because I was, a little bit of a class clown. Yeah.
I have my time.
A little bit of a class clown, I had to get an A. Miss Reed said they fired my dad from a school for restraining a disrespectful student, so the school had a lot of accountability as well.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough, Miss Reed, because that's what
Yeah.
I'm
I
saying.
think
I'm
that's
like,
wrong.
if you're going to lose your livelihood, or whatever procedure is in place for that, if you're gonna do it, go out with the bang. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna restrain yourself, risk getting
Go
beat
out with a
up,
bang.
you see, and then you still gonna lose your job.
Good
you
morning,
know
Miss
that-
Lauren. So you like, yo, if I'm about to lose my job, I'm about to have a good reason to
You
lose my
might as well,
job.
because the video is going viral anyway. The video is already on Facebook or YouTube or whatever before you leave.
I think I
building.
would have hemmed her up something so beautiful to the point her parents would have been like, listen, I can't believe. But back in
that footage.
I feel like back in the day, if that's what a teacher was doing, like, the parents would be together, like, get them.
They would.
Like,
Now it's not like that,
It's not
because
like
here's
that.
the thing. I feel like it's sad to say, but I feel like a lot of parents are scared of their kids and what they may do.
how can you be afraid of something that you created?
I get it.
That's the ignorant part for me. Like,
I get it, but it's parents that are really scared of their
listen,
kids.
if I named you, that means that I have full control.
Yeah, I gave you life.
Like, let's just sit and dissect that for a minute. I named you.
Yeah,
I control this, not you.
yeah.
You do not control anything.
I feel like parents have a handle on their kids now to a certain extent, but once they reach those preteen and teenage years,
You want to know why?
it's a trying time.
You want to know why? Because they're not taking the time.
Yeah.
They're giving them devices, and they're like, "Yo, get out of my face." That's the reason why. Get out of my face.
Yeah.
So now the children are being raised on all of this technology because the parents wants to do what they want to do.
Exactly.
And they're being selfish.
They
Because
haven't
when you
lived their life yet.
when you have a
Kids are
child-
becoming resentful.
you have to sacrifice some things.
You do.
It's just that.
And I don't think people are ready for that.
You have to sacrifice. Like, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. Y'all know I had to call in on that one. This Rhea.
Hey, Miss Rhea.
Good morning, Miss Rhea.
So just a little backstory on that. So my dad is retired military.
Oh.
So basically his hands are considered a deadly weapon.
Yes.
You know how to use your hands to hurt someone.
Yes.
So that was a justification. But this was after, my dad is 76 now. I think
That's
this is when he was
amazing.
in his 60s. He just always liked to do something. So he volunteered at the school. Now, this is volunteering. I don't even know if he was getting paid to be the security guard up there.
So
he could have
be
been.
on payroll.
Right, he's that man, that likes, he has to have something to do.
Yeah.
That's why that ties into other stuff. But he gets up there, it was lunchtime. He told the young man, "Sir, don't go up the stairs." Like, they were supposed to go where they supposed to just be in lunch area. So he tried to come up, the little young man tried to come up the stairs. I want to say he was a 12-year-old, 12 or 13. And he said, "No, go back to the little chair. You don't tell me what to do, old fool." So my dad just kindly, hemmed him up a little bit. He just hemmed him up a little bit, picked him up by the little shirt. He said, because it went back and forth for a minute. It wasn't like he just said it, he snapped. He went back and forth being disrespectful. He tried to go up the stairs, and my dad said, "Look, I told you." No, he said, "Get your mom up here." He said, "My mom ain't got nothing to do with this. She gonna side with me." And sure enough, the mama went ham on my daddy. It's ridiculous.
You see what I'm saying? Kids be knowing that and they play on it.
Yep. And that's what I wanted to tap in on this. The parents have a lot to do with how those kids act in school and handling that before it even gets there. Because they know, my mom and daddy come up here, they going to kick your ass. Like, no, you shouldn't be having that attitude. If I get home and my mama found out I'm yelling or cussing at a teacher, I'm going to get my butt kicked.
Yes.
We would never.
You trying to get home before they even call home. It's like, let me get home real quick for they. Don't come home with that pink slip.
That had to get signed
everything
and
digital
brought
now.
back.
These kids can't even write in cursive. They don't have typewriters. They don't have the skills that we had.
They have
so I don't know what we're gonna do with them.
Beat them up.
Yeah, exactly.
We just gonna have to fight.
All right, girl power holding it
we
down.
just gonna have to fight.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, though. You think about, okay, if the teachers fight back physically with their hands, it's already a shortage on teachers.
Well, then I'm not. That's why I say it needs to be some type of
teachers
law.
don't even want to teach now.
It needs to be some type of law set in place for the teachers to be protected, because again, that's an assault.
They should be.
And me as a person, I have to physically protect myself. I don't
have
care
y'all seen
who
this
it is.
video with the guy from the skating rink? I don't know how old that video is.
Well, he was fighting that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that yesterday, and that was just pure foolishness.
That's crazy.
I said, now who do that? With this a whole man? But she was wrong.
Listen, I believe men have the right to protect themselves.
I agree.
So if you want to come at him and you want to fight him like a dude, he gonna fight back.
Keep your hands to yourself. No human being has that much restraint. I don't care if it's a man or not. You hitting me, their reaction is to hit you back. I do not care nothing about men shouldn't hit women. You should no. Y'all need to stop that mess before you get your ass beat. All right, love y'all.
Love you back. Thank you, Miss Rhea.
I love you, Miss Rhea.
Thanks for tapping in. Hey, y'all, can y'all do us a favor? Can y'all go to our YouTube page and hit the subscribe button and share, do the same thing on our Facebook page, share, subscribe, do all of that. We really appreciate it. And we thank y'all for, calling in, tapping in with us, having a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Good morning, Ebony K.
Hey, girl.
Good morning, Todd.
What up, Todd? Don't be bringing all your stuff through the phone now. Get better.
Say it's a thing. It's going around. It's contagious.
Yeah, but
yeah, I hope you feel better, though.
For sure, yeah. Get well. We holding it down for y'all.
EOP. But yeah, I feel like it's definitely a shortage of teachers.
Well, I think it's a shortage too because there's no money in it.
It's not. So you got to think
You
no
gotta-
money,
you gotta have a
and you
heart
got
for
to
those
deal.
kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you have to deal with their disrespect and emotions on the daily.
I don't know if my heart that big.
You see what I'm saying? And it may be a girl, a student on this day, and it may be a male student this day, and maybe 2 here, 2 there. You have different periods throughout the day, so you taking in a lot of energy.
I don't know.
And to be underpaid and overworked,
Todd says your hair looks nice.
thank you. To be
Todd, you missed that conversation this morning.
I was about to say,
I told her the same
Anyway.
thing, but anyways, we'll talk about it.
yeah. For them to be underpaid, it's like whoa.
Yeah, I personally, I never wanted to be a teacher.
Yeah.
I enjoy kids. I love them. But after the age of 7, I'm not a fan of them. From 7,
'cause now they grown.
yeah, from 7 till about 15. Y'all can have them.
That's it.
And then 15, they come back around. And I kind of started liking them again.
Yeah.
But that 7 to 15 little range.
Because
I
you
don't
have
know what
to
I'm gonna
now
do with my own
navigate
children.
them through life at that point.
I don't
They
know
got
what I'm gonna do.
questions. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with my kids from 7 to 15. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need help. Send help. I really have no idea what I'm gonna do because I like them till about 7.
Yeah. Now I have a question for you. So we are saying open carrying in schools. Are you okay with schools having metal detectors?
So
Do you feel like those are the schools that maybe need to open carry? Like,
so I didn't have a metal detector
same.
and I felt safe.
Same.
I feel like if I go through a metal detector, I'm not gonna feel safe in school. Now that is just me, and that's because
Yeah.
of how I grew up. But I wouldn't feel safe
Gotcha.
being in a school. Then I had to go through a metal detector. That's my psyche.
So should we open? should open carrying be in those type of schools then?
I don't think that gun should be anywhere in the school at all.
Okay.
I just don't
Because it
think.
is a rule. You technically can't have a gun within like so many feet of like.
I
a
don't think
school
there
or
should be a
church
gun
or-
anywhere near kids at all. Period.
Okay.
I just
Okay,
don't.
but what if it's for the safety of the school, not necessarily to use it on
Where
the kids? And I hope that's not being misinterpreted. Like we're not saying open carrying to
You basically
squabble
said
up with the
carry
students.
carry a gun for your own personal protection.
For your own personal safety and or for the safety of the kids. You
That's
know,
very, very-
God forbid on the
That's
active
very
shooter,
touchy.
shooter situation.
Well,
yeah.
most of the active shooters is where we went to school.
You see what I'm
You don't see too
saying?
many black kids going to
And
school.
that's the
shooting
ones
up
that
to
had
school.
no metal detectors. Those was the schools that we didn't think it was going to happen to because we did feel safe. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying, like the vulnerability of just feeling safe.
But okay, so I went to a big high school, and we had a lot of what they call them, like hall monitors. So we
Yeah.
had a lot of those, and a lot of the hall monitors, even though it was a big school, they still had relationships with students. So like they knew if students were being picked on or if students were being bullied and things like that. So in the form, like we did have security. I'm not gonna say we didn't have
Yeah,
security.
yeah.
So you couldn't just be roaming the
But I
halls
ain't
and
even
walking
gonna
out.
lie, though.
But we definitely had security. Even walking the halls, there was security.
That's true. But think about your security, though. Do you think that they could have secured things?
Again,
I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm just saying, by no shade, no tea. But typically, the security guards in our schools were older, and they didn't really
some,
look like
but some weren't, and then some of them blended in.
Okay, so
Because
you
they
had a variety.
Yeah, because they had walkie talkies. Some of them had
Yeah,
walkie talkies,
and that was the benefit. So they wouldn't have to walk all
they
the way
would
to
be-
B Hall from A Hall.
They would be in a corner somewhere. You know what I mean? Like we had security, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say, "Hey, caller."
Hey, it's Rhea calling back. I
Hey, Miss
forgot.
Rhea.
I had one more thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So we was talking about the schools. Now, I get what you're saying about the open carry. With the school shootings, with the people that come, you know, you have no control over mass shootings. And they were saying, like, if the teachers had guns, it could have been stopped or they could have protected. You know, that's where all this came from. But my thought process, even with phones in schools, now there's a big deal with the schools taking the phones and the kids not having access to phones during their day. I love it. I love that thought. But I did think about what if something happens during the day and they have no way of trying to reach out to somebody because they took their cell phones? So those are the things, that's a catch-22.
Yeah.
Or what y'all think? That was something I wanted to tap in on. Like, do y'all think that's a good idea? It's tough.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I believe we have phones in class.
It's tough. We did.
We have phones in class.
That's why when we snuck, we got it taken away.
No. I'm talking about like phones in the classroom.
Like a phone in the classroom?
We had a phone in the classroom.
To contact like the office or something.
Yeah. So like we had phones in our school.
Yeah, but just one. You got like 23 students.
But what I'm saying is, it still was a phone in a classroom where you can be able to use and get in contact with someone else.
Okay, I totally agree. It is a distraction. Like, they should not be on. Even at work in corporate America, you cannot have your cell phone on you at work. That is a corporate rule.
I don't know when they changed that, because I know a whole bunch of people in corporate that be on their phone with their earpiece in now.
No. Yeah, at my job, that is absolutely. It's been the rule I've been there 14 years. And the rule is, unless you have a phone as a manager, you have a work phone, you can use that phone. But your personal phones, nope. It's almost like school. And that's why they always say that we used to end school. I said, no, it's a distraction because you're trying to work. Y'all got these earbuds in. You can't hear if somebody's calling you. It's a safety reason.
What's corporate now then? Because in the medical field, them people got all type of stuff.
They should absolutely not be doing that.
The nurses are on the phone. They got the earpod. They got the AirPod in their ear. Like, the nurses are doing all of that.
Trust me, if it was a management thing and they saw it and they shouldn't be doing it. I guarantee you, they just not. Like, all these people posting these videos from work. That gets you in trouble. Trust me.
Well, did you just see the one video with the girl who worked with the airline and she got fired for twerking?
No, she got fired for twerking.
She got fired.
Was she in uniform?
Yes. So she was. It was before that they were about to board the plane. They were getting the plane together. You know how they do all of that. And she set up a little TikTok because she had just made it past her probation period.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
no.
She had just did like a little video, and it was a TikTok. She twerked for half a second.
It was a demure twerk.
It wasn't even like, she wasn't even
no cheeks were shown.
It was not ratchet at all. And she did a little dance, posted it, and got fired.
The problem is she was in uniform or she was on the property of the company. So that's why. It wasn't the twerk. Like, I had a girl that did an interview. Okay, I'm going to sound like Dorian now. I'm on the phone, all that. But look, I had a lady that came in for an interview.
Uh-huh.
After the interview, the interview went well. Walking her down to where she parked at, I turned back around. She right on live. Yeah, I just finished my interview here, and I'm gonna get this job. Just the whole. I appreciate the excitement.
I don't think she got it.
But no,
she didn't get the job.
I don't think she got it.
You got. It's a time. Just wait till you get in the car. It's like it's certain etiquette. That's all, and that's what they look at.
For me personally, I think if you're not in media, you're not acting or podcasting or anything, like if that's not your day-to-day job, or even if you do have another job and you do that on the side, there should be two separate pages, and the people at work should never know about that page.
That's true.
Because honestly, how I look at it, your social media is a reflection of you.
Yeah,
it is.
So my thing is everybody's watching and everything matters. So you need to be careful of what you're posting. Again, it's insight of you. Even people that don't post that much and they post a little bit here and there, we're still getting insight. We're still getting insight of you and who you are as a person.
And I'm very careful. Like, my page is open because of the podcast, because of Raw But Real and my Fearless Focus, that business. So my page has always been open. That's why I'm very careful not to say where I work. People that know me know where I work, but you'll never catch me saying it.
Well, they should know where you work at anyway. Right. Yeah, I don't think people should know.
That's the difference. Yeah, they shouldn't.
It's stalkers out here.
Too much conflict.
And it's real life stalkers out here, so they should never know.
Yeah.
All right, good show, ladies. I'm sure Dorian or somebody trying to call in, so I'm gonna hang up.
Thank you, Miss Rhea.
All right,
see you later.
Thank you. So Ebony K said, I work for the state government and we have our phone and earbuds. We watch movies as long as we do our work. And that's why I said some corporate jobs you can do that. Yeah. I know.
'Cause they
I
like
know
long
it's somebody
as you working.
downtown that does it.
I ain't gonna
gonna
lie.
say the name.
Music make black people work better.
It really
It does. If we cleaning, if we working, if it's a task, if you add music, we'll surely get it
We
done.
definitely gonna get it done. I work much faster when I'm listening to my
You
music.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just let me rock out, zone out. And that's how some corporations feel. They're like,
Some-
hey, you do your thing, you
Yeah.
stay in your cubicle, you
Yeah.
be respectful. If we don't hear it, I'm fine. That's cool.
I mean, people are at Target. You can see them at Target.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
they're
see them
on
at
the
Walmart.
phone.
You see them at these places. They're on the phone.
They stocking the shelf like, yeah, I'm coming down the aisle like they're talking to me. But then they be on the phone. I'd be like, okay, you know.
And that's why I
don't-
said these nurses, they have their phones. I've seen some of the younger doctors. They're,
Yeah.
you know, they in between, they're texting and doing
Yeah.
different things like that. Lawyers, hey, you see them. You've been watching the courtroom.
That's true. That's true.
And then get back to work.
Because
So
don't be having a bad day or don't be into it with your significant other.
Baby.
You gotta be at work. It's like, I'm going to the
this is
bathroom.
how you do it. You gotta hit it like this.
Like you literally are going in.
Todd said that's real. I remember getting fired due to a Facebook post. Yes.
Because
Yes.
some corporations.
Corporations, yes. I got you. I got you. I'm here. That's what we're here for. I got you.
Yes, I was gonna say now some of them actually ask for your social media.
Yeah, they do. Well, some of these casting auditions asking for your social media. Don't ask for mine.
really?
Yeah, don't ask for mine.
Huh?
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have those type of followers. But my followers, they followers.
So
Like,
it's
them
because
real
of
people
the
that follow me.
followers, not to necessarily see what your
Yeah,
name is
no, they
attached to.
they trying to see like how many followers you have. Do you
Okay.
promote? Do you do things like that?
Yeah.
And for me, as a talent, you should get paid to do that.
Yeah. I see so many people losing their jobs over TikTok posts or like how Ms. Rhea was saying that they got the job before the interview is actually done or
So-
posted it in the bathroom or whatever.
So what people learning how to do, you level up. If I'm gonna use this name,
Yeah.
you gonna pay me to use this name. Otherwise, I ain't
I
using
can't
the
do it for
name.
you. No
and
free
that's how
promo.
people kind of got to look at it because now you getting free publicity off of me. No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no,
and
that's
why
true.
that's what I'm saying. Like even with some of the actors and stuff like that, it's like we should start adding that in our contract because
That's
you're
true.
asking for my social media.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna get the job based on that sometimes.
Exactly.
So guess what? Then it should be added to my contract. I should get paid to
interesting, though.
post.
That's interesting because you know how they say social media is a world where you're just able to be yourself without, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to be your real self. Like social media is a place where you can just either have fun, post what you want to post. You can share something and it may not be your current situation, but you can agree to a certain extent.
Well,
like what if that's what people use their platform?
I saw a post this morning where somebody said some of y'all did not get invited to Facebook through a university, and that hit me so hard.
you should have shared
because
the instances to me because
you had to be in a university to be a part of this club. So what you're
Yeah.
saying, it was never intended for that.
I agree.
So when the world
Yeah.
wanted to come in on our parade, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because it was like, you know, you had a chip
It was
on your
used as a
shoulder.
discussion board.
I'm gonna be honest, there was a chip on your shoulder because I go to a university. Like you can't get on this
You
platform.
can't, yeah.
So I like that. Listen, I don't care what y'all say. I like it. I like that it was exclusive.
Yeah.
Because that separated me from other
The
people
others.
and the others. Yeah, it had a separation. So my thing is, then you create another social media because we
Yeah.
had to work for this.
It was a different world. Like
we had to work. For
yeah,
this.
you didn't have the funny videos. You didn't have a love button. You didn't have live.
You
literally
had-
just had a page.
You had a networking thing, and when you would meet friends, hey, I'm coming to this campus this weekend. Where can we go eat at? Where can we go
Yeah.
stay? You're meeting other like-minded people.
Yeah.
That's what social media, Facebook was for. When they opened it up to all of these peasants.
yeah,
it's
now
like,
you got
no,
a
this
little bit of
plan.
every.
Now
No, you got a little bit of
everything.
everything on there.
And it's cool. Welcome, y'all can come. It's just some of y'all don't know how to behave
Just
on
come
here.
and sit down somewhere.
Yeah, like just watch have some proper etiquette.
Yeah.
Because we had to have proper etiquette on there during that time too. But
That's
back in
true.
that time, like with Facebook, you had your dorm on there. So like people knew to come to they knew what dorm hall you stayed in.
Oh, that was
at.
real safe.
Yeah, like it was because
I wish I would put my address now.
well,
on there.
you were on a college campus.
Exactly, so it was safe.
it was college. It was only for people that was in a university. You could
Now,
talk to other people from other schools.
Was it like group numbers where it was like your particular college and your, the people who attended there can only see you, or how did that work?
you could see, you only could be on Facebook if you were in college. You had to have EDU behind your email. If you could not get on Facebook if you did not have EDU behind your email. That's just how it was. So, everybody else got invited to the party, and then the rules changed for social media. Yeah. Everybody else got invited. So, do us a favor, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, hit the like button. Yeah, you hear her doing her subscribe. We really appreciate y'all. Keep tapping in with us. Miss Rhea said they should not be on personal calls. It's so annoying, especially those employees that are face front employees.
Oh, Miss Rhea, the receptionist or anybody that's at the front, why are you on personal calls? Why am I not being
Taken
waited
care
on?
of.
Yes, or taken care of because you on the phone or whatever the case may be. Like customer service, and I know that's a little off topic, but customer service has went
Should they
to
be open to carry?
shambles. A customer service, yeah,
Be open to
having to
carry.
deal with these people not paying their bills. That don't have nothing to do with us.
But then should they be open to carry? But no, going back to what Ms. Rhea said, I don't think that you should have weapons in the school or around the school. I definitely think that you should be able to, I do think you should be able to protect yourself. I do think that if the kids want to act like adults, they should be treated and tried as adults.
Gotcha.
And I don't think if the parents is on something else, if the parents is on the same side with the kids, then they need to be held accountable and in trouble as well. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. So like, if you got a parent that want to come in and they want to fight with the teacher and think that the teacher's wrong, then they should get some jail time too.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I think both of them should get jail time. That's just how
Everybody
I feel.
get jail time.
Hey Gigi, welcome.
Hey Gigi, Gigi came in.
Everybody go to jail. Cause let me tell
Everybody
you,
going to jail. Cause Gigi, you from the old school though. Like we old school up in here. You know what I mean? So you like Evan know. If my mama come to school, he ain't gonna have no friends tomorrow.
You heard Gigi?
Cause you lose friends when your mama come to school. Cause it's like, dang, your mama's so embarrassing.
That's
you know?
true.
yeah, he already say I'm embarrassing, and so like he's only gotten in trouble a couple times. But I'm like,
Did you go to the
want me
school?
I didn't. The teacher came when I went to go pick him up. The teacher came to the car. That pisses me off.
Now they come into my
They come
face.
to the
Right,
car.
you come into hey miss, hey. Now you want to stop me before I pull off, and you know this.
And I know you know I'm ready to go home.
Cause I gotta go home and cook. And I done had a bad day at work. And you done got in trouble.
dog. And you,
What did you do?
the fact that I have to have a whole conversation when I don't feel like being social.
But what did you do when the teacher came to the?
Oh, we had a great time. We had a great conversation. Hey, how you doing, Mister?
Hey, okay.
How you doing,
Did you
Miss?
slap him in front of the teacher? You wait till you got home.
I waited till he walked away from that car.
Okay.
I was like, Nah, I know good and damn well.
That's such a mom move, but it's necessary.
But you know, you smile. Hey, yeah, 'cause
Exactly.
You're not about to call Child Protective Services because everybody get. If ever in life, everybody get messed up before they get there. It's
Say
gonna be a
everybody.
reason.
You know what's interesting about CPS is that came in
They
effect
fail. That's
after animal cruelty. They actually had
really?
yes, it was set in place for animals first.
That's
And
crazy
then
word.
it came for children. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think CPS is very needed for some of these children because some kids really are in
When it
really
works.
bad.
They
Yeah,
are.
they really are in bad situations.
Everybody don't
Trust
need to be
me.
a doggy mom either.
But
Dog moms need help.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, some of these kids need that great grandma loving.
Let me tell you.
Go. Y'all know it. Go get that switch up off that tree.
Listen.
Did y'all get the switch?
Yeah.
You got a
I done
switch?
had to.
Or I
I
would
had to get a
I would
switch
pick the
before.
lightest belt.
We
And
can't-
like know that leather one.
We came from the switch era.
No, listen, because if you get the wrong switch, now you got to get two. And wait for her to twist them up.
Well, you know oh my goodness, not the twist. But you know the worst one was getting the smallest one. That was the worst one because
It-
it's gonna
it packs
hurt.
some pain.
Yeah,
It's gonna hurt.
the big one gonna break.
So
We come from the switch era.
Yeah.
we need to bring it back.
it used to be so many. You know, I had so many alternative punishments when I was younger. So how about this? When I was first, this is terrible. Okay, anyway, when I was in like preschool and middle school, like they had a paddle. Have y'all got the paddle? Have you ever?
You had them?
I heard of the paddle.
Like, I heard it. Yeah.
No, I had it.
I mean, I didn't get it.
Right,
but I was
they had
around
paddles
in the school.
Did you go to a private school? I know private schools had
I went to DPS.
I know private school had
DPS.
Because in private school, and I think back in the day, like in school, the teachers could give you a paddle.
Should we bring that back?
Yes.
Now?
No, some people. You know what?
You say yes.
It's like a yes and no thing because.
Yes.
At the same time, you know what? Here's my working in the field that I am in now, where I am working with kids
so nicely,
with kids on a regular basis, and I'm dealing with parents as well. Like
you know, you want to use the paddle.
I do. Like, no, listen. Some of them kids, I talk to them like I talk to Evan. I was like, okay, so now y'all want me to be a mama.
Okay,
and then they
you
run.
need belt to booty for some of these kids.
And then they run, because when I get up on my seat, they gone.
And I got a speed walk.
Hey, caller, you're on the air.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
I'm sitting here doing some administrative work, listening to y'all. First of all, rule number one with kids, you don't need no guns. Just beat the shit out of them. Beat kids often and early. That's how you handle the problem. That's the problem with my peers. Yeah, I want to be friends with these little snots. These little. Listen, I don't like children. I tolerate children. Okay, I have adult conversations. I don't like your children. Keep them in check because I'm here to teach them something, and I shouldn't have to go to my mom. I don't have to be nice, you know what I'm saying, until I'm not nice in order to protect myself. And so really it's society's fault. We've had so much intrusion with CPS and they do nothing. They don't save the kids. Mama's trying to kill me. So what? Go home with her anyway, and then you end up in somebody's home. Right? That's kind of stuff. So I suggest that it should be every time your kid. I feel like the Crumbly situation set a legal precedent going forward that prosecutors should start prosecuting the parents whenever a child does something, a felonious act, whether it's assaulting a teacher, bringing weapons to the school, stealing cars. Who is out here committing all these crimes right now? Most of your crimes are now by my 17-year-old, 16-year-old, 15-year-old. How are they getting guns? Because we proliferate. We thinking more guns. Listen, a gun is an offensive weapon. It's not a defensive weapon. It's not going to protect you. Oh, he pulls out a gun with a 30-round clip. Let me pull my little 6-shooter out, and we just go. He's offensive and I'm offensive, right? There's no defense. I don't have a shield. I don't have a bulletproof vest. You see what I'm saying? All it does is going to be in the hands. We're going to start treating guns like purses and cell phones, put them down, and then little Daewon going to go pick it up and he's going to go rob his homeboy. That's how the guns get out here. That's how I had access to guns when I was younger. Either I had to buy them in the street from older people, right? No, they wouldn't give us no real heavy shit. You get a 2.5 or 2.2 or something, you know. But hell, I can go and get my father 45. You feel me? And so too many guns, not enough corporal punishment is ruined the society as we see it, along with social media. But you can take it all back, and I'm glad the Oakland County prosecutor charged them and convicted them of it, because now we have legal precedent. There should be no prosecution going forward. Kim Worthy, whoever else in any other county, you have legal precedent. If your kid is out here carjacking people, you should be charged, because what were you doing?
I just said that.
You are in, right. And I'm with you, Brady. Look, beating them, whooping them, good corporal punishment. No, I don't. We need to hug them, and I get it from the parents.
That is love, though.
And you do need a hug, but you are supposed to be corrected. And I don't think that you should necessarily beat them, but I do think having like having
take a day out on them.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
take a day out
but
on
it is supposed to be discipline, right? And that's where we all come from, something where we had discipline and we got an order, and it was a respect thing with our elders. We respected the elder people because they wasn't afraid.
For some of them.
Okay, well, I don't know about y'all because y'all the ex people.
Right.
Y'all the exes. Y'all the ones who was disrespectful.
We don't live in a vacuum where okay, your parents and my parents were similar, right? And we had everyone don't have those blessings and opportunities that the father's going to be in the house and he has a backbone, right? Mom is in the house and she has a certain amount of respect and a backbone, right? And then you have outer support from the grandparents who's going to back up mom and dad. You don't have that no more. Somehow in society we've broken it down because we have peaked as a society, so we're going in the opposite way. The ruder you are, the worse you are, the more respected you are. That's unfortunate, but if you look at the whole picture of society, that's where we're at. So more guns isn't going to solve that problem.
Yeah, I know. I don't think we need guns. Yeah, we don't need guns. But you definitely need you a grandma who gonna whoop your butt and then explain why she whooped your butt and how she love you at the end of the day.
Now go back behind it and
go back outside and play.
Because you know what? I got peers who are raised and look, I got peers who are their children are your age, Brittany and Shan. They're you guys' age, right? And they take care of their sons. I got like dudes is like 50. And mom 53. They taking care of the grandkids, but then they gonna party out, smoke weed, go hang. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what? Why are you not holding your son accountable for the kids he made? You see what I'm saying? And I see that more than I don't, and that's alarming to me. I don't see the moms really being up on. I know they exist because she's on in front of me right now on the screen. Right, there's one of them, but there's not a multitude. She should never have any issues with other parents, and she go up into the school and her son is, she's there for another reason, and then she's seeing another mother acting out. Like, we kind of are sending these kids here to be educated, and more than likely your child is probably full of shit, right? And he probably did it, but we don't co-sign it no more. We want to assault the teacher, basically the glorified babysitter, who's underpaid in the first place to try to indoctrinate your children into society, because that's what we really. So if you really have an issue, home train them. If you really want to be disciplined and you have to get up and be on them and teach them more stuff than they can learn, and then are you going to sacrifice your job to really train and teach your children? No, we're gonna do it the easy way. We're gonna send them to private school. We're gonna send them to public school. We send them to Montessori. Basically glorified babysitting. Then we get upset when the child acts out or acts something stupid. Then we'll take their side because we want to be best friends with our kids because our parents were cold to us. They didn't hug us as much. Maybe you didn't need so many hugs, and maybe you needed more ass whoopings because you kept doing the same stupid shit over and over and over and over again. That's what I saw. I'm not to say that I was one of them. I mean, my mom. Yeah, I mean, I could have drifted even worse than what I went through. When I graduated high school, I was able to get to meet that prison, but it took a lot of work. It took a lot of discipline from everybody. And one thing that my parents actually did, they just left me alone. They didn't care about what grades I was getting. You got to get through this shit, basically. And that taught me resilience. It taught me how to take care of myself, as opposed to I'm waiting for somebody to come and hand me this situation or give me this job. No, I have to earn everything. And they'll help you if you're willing to work and earn. And I think we've gotten lost from that. We somehow have gotten into this romanticized, the child, the better you spoil the child, the better off they'll be. And that's not the case. And that they're always right. No, that's pedestaling your children. We got to have guns in schools is pedestaling your children. Like, oh, they're the most important thing, but we're going to put them around weapons. And I'm like you, Brady, the aura of having a weapon is negative energy. When you see someone carrying a gun on them, how do you feel? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm usually running. Yeah, I just feel like this is not safe. That's why I don't necessarily agree with metal detectors in the school, but I understand why they have them. But yeah, no, I agree. And yeah, I appreciate you for
checking in.
Always checking in with us.
Yeah, no problem. But listen, as you say, metal detectors, and this is nothing new. when I was in high school, I entered high school in 1991. 91, we're talking 33 years ago. We had metal detectors and weapon sweeps at Rapids every month. So take that. It didn't solve the problem then. It isn't going to solve it now.
Yeah.
All right, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Dorian. Thank you, Dorian.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, that was a lot to digest. And yeah, thank you, Dorian, for being such our loyal caller and the reason why we put the 2-minute remark in effect.
I can get what
but he had a lot to say, so I'm with him today, so I let him flow for today. But
Yeah,
2 minutes. No, but really, I never. I like I said, I didn't go to school with metal detectors. So I didn't. I personally, like, if I have to go to a school with metal detector, I wouldn't feel safe.
How did that make you feel?
Yeah.
So for me, it was a shock because I came from, I ain't go to school with metal detectors until I went to high school. So once I went to high school, but also I know why, because of the neighborhood. Like,
yeah,
I know look, I know these niggas around me. Okay. It's gang fights happening and they still fighting without guns. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I understood. Yeah. It was metal detectors and it was officers at the front checking bags. You know what I'm saying?
Now I can see that. Right, because you could bring in a knife. I could see doing a bag check.
But what if they miss something? That metal detector.
I mean, they didn't have, but the metal detector don't do.
At this point, and then
say everything. Yeah,
okay. It don't do everything. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But the presence of like law enforcement. But after a while, when you get used to it, like, I was there for a year, so at a point I got used to, just like anything in society, after a point it becomes normal. It becomes the norm. Mm-hmm. So now that is not even a threat to you. So if you really want to get something in to hurt somebody or to do something, then it can happen. I mean, I was in school and the girl got stabbed in the bathroom. And we had metal detectors and law enforcement on things. You know what I'm saying?
If they want to do some harm, they gonna do some harm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, so like things get normalized.
Like, oh my God.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So if somebody want to do something, or a kid want to come or whoever wants to come in and get in and do something, it's going to get done. But I don't think having guns in the schools is going to help in that sense, because it does nothing but drive the negative of why anybody else would want to bring in a gun.
So you think it brings tension, even if
intimidation? Because if it's
what if the students don't know? What if it's just something that's like in place with every teacher? Like, hey, every teacher, y'all got this drop box. It's up under here
for the gun. You want these people really have a gun in school?
Well, I'm just saying, because here's the thing: when stuff happens, people not ready. People are not ready.
But at the same time, I'm just thinking of bigger picture.
To it fast enough?
Yeah, I'm thinking big picture, because it's like, open carry in school because of all these mass shootings. Listen here, when they come through and shooting,
that's true.
You don't have time. It's very rare that you have time to be ready if you were ready. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
When they come through spraying, you trying to, as a teacher, if you're a great teacher, you trying to protect your class. You trying to protect your class.
I'm
gonna get the gun.
I'm probably not.
This is why. Now let's talk about it.
I'm be honest. I'm probably not.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to protect me at this point.
Because if you're gonna lose your job, go out with a bang.
No, I'm gonna be 100%.
If you're gonna lose your life, go.
What I'm saying, like I get it. That's why I'm not a teacher, because personally, like, somebody coming to school and they shooting,
you going out the window,
I'm ducking and I'm leaving. I'm running. I'm sorry. I can't worry about these kids.
Okay,
I'm not doing it.
Say, hey, somebody. And I know
I'm watch my class. Some teachers, some teachers' instinct might be the children, but my natural instinct, I'm running.
I'm gonna save me. Some teachers really be putting their life on the line. Like, I mean, shelter.
So if it's a gunshot anywhere, baby,
where y'all at?
They fighting in the club. Hey, they over there. I've been in the clubs where
that's why I don't do clubs no more. Bars.
I've been in the club where they was fighting and we was getting trampled. Like, oh my, baby, no.
Hey, listen, have you been when they been shooting? Me too.
Yes.
I walked out with blood on my shoes, so I've been to know all the
been to that. So it's like, no, the first thing is me. Even walking out of the club, people getting jumped. Like,
you think I don't go out now? That would have traumatized me. That's it. Wrap it up for the year.
Listen,
I went back out.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta see.
went back
that
out.
would have traumatized
I didn't go
me.
there again.
Yeah, you went out. Yeah,
That's when
It's
it was
done.
like the only time I'm going out is if I'm in a booth.
okay.
Because
in my own little section.
when that fight happened,
And
I
I
wasn't
can
in no
see.
booth. And then we got into a booth because we knew somebody that was in the club.
Got
so we
you.
were in their booth. So it was like, oh, this is the only way we gonna be
Yeah,
going out.
that's
But
why I
yeah,
make
no.
sure I look at the exits and make sure I know.
I ain't in the
Yeah.
club like that anyway.
Yeah,
but
that's
I'm
true.
saying when
When
you
y'all
were in the
was,
club.
yeah, when you was in the club after that.
Yeah, I have my
it's
times in the
boo.
club.
Everybody
but
was
now,
out, yeah.
before that reason, I don't feel safe there anymore, right? And I don't feel like I can
I be
get
like,
out
oh,
it's too
as
many
quick or as
Okay,
fast.
because it's like, whoa, my goodness,
Exactly.
I gotta go.
And I'm not only looking out for me, but the person who I'm with. I don't want to put them in danger trying to look after me. And now we both messed up when they could have
Listen.
just took off and ran.
So that's how I feel like that in the school, like right naturally they be saying, oh yeah, such and such was very heroic, but 9 times out of 10 them teachers was hiding.
I'm gonna grab a kid and hide. Because I am.
I can
Under
say
the
one.
desk. I'm not playing.
Because
I'm in the bathroom.
I have parental instinct, so my
Yes.
first
See,
instinct,
we don't.
I know.
She's like, I'm gonna grab one now.
Look, I'm gonna grab a kid.
She all
No.
got the arm. You for
No,
yourself.
I'm like, oh, come on, y'all.
Look,
Let's go.
put your seatbelt on.
Yeah, like I'm that person, and I do that to an adult in the front seat. Ain't that
Really?
crazy? Yeah, it's like
My
I'm
mom,
like,
I'm like, Mom, come on, I'm bigger than you now. Like, what is that
But
gonna
it's
do?
just it is an instinct. Like,
Yeah.
no lie, like your
She did it
instincts
for the
change. Like, hold on, like, hey,
Well,
but
the little one's still in the back seat right now, so she's like, Brittany, you're driving too fast.
yeah, I got somebody just
I
in
don't
my
know
back.
if
I got somebody in my. Hey, you know you red in the red light.
That's
Hey,
Oh, Evan's voice
No.
is deepening.
you know.
No,
Hey.
I got that instinct with my purse.
Okay, now
I do that with my purse.
With my
Hey, just
purse.
anything.
Yeah,
in the
because
front.
Brit purse has a seat.
It does. My purse do.
My purse. I'm gonna be honest. I do have that with my purse, and that's only because I don't want stuff to fall out of it, and then I gotta grab it.
That's
and
how
stuff
I'm
like that.
going.
Because sometimes you gotta hit that brake,
And it's
That's
gonna
true.
flip.
Look at me, I'm like, how
and then
does
it
so
flip
fall?
over.
And
That's
then
true.
I have y'all see my purse. My purse is huge, and it's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff in there,
Y'all
and
be
it's
packing.
heavy.
We be having
Purse
luggage.
packing.
No, for real.
Listen, we be having
like a little crossbody.
we be having luggage.
Yeah.
But when you have kids, not that I have one.
Oh my God.
yet,
The
but
backpack.
you
When I
definitely
had
got
little
one.
kids, when Evan was younger,
You got a
when I had
backpack?
little kids, that's crazy. When Evan was younger, with a husband. Thanks first. When Evan
I
was
suck
younger,
at
I
that.
did not have a purse unless I went out by myself.
Got it.
I literally it was a bag. Like I had a bag with him.
I
like
had a backpack.
Yeah, it
I
was a
recommend
backpack
the
or whatever.
backpack. I would recommend the
Yeah, 'cause
backpack or
everything can
something
go in it.
that I could do real
Yeah,
quick.
I had it was either one of them big crossbody bags or I had his backpack, and that was it. And I just put my
And
stuff in there.
That's because you
Yeah.
got hand sanitizer, you got toys, I got wipes, I got
all of it. All of
I got
it.
lotion, Vaseline.
I still got some of that stuff in there today.
I got little snacks
not- no
for you to
change-
nibble on.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
It was
bottles,
snacks and juice,
pacifiers, it's all type
all
of
of
stuff.
that, milk, all of those things.
Because they gonna spill something.
Yeah, you gotta have the spare
They don't
clothes.
spill.
So you definitely need to.
Listen, because I had the luxury of having my niece, so I got like some of the mom experience without being a mom yet.
Uh-huh.
So you're right. It's like, let me bring some extra just in case they mess this up for me and for you. But yeah, I'm with you. You definitely got to have extra pair of clothes. Or
Yeah,
something
and
like
then
that.
I was like crazy when he was younger because I didn't like him being dirty, and then I got to a point like, oh, this is what y'all do, okay? Because listen. So
y'all supposed to be slobbing around y'all.
yeah, like
That's what
I
y'all
was
supposed to
constantly
do.
like, oh no, he can't get I constantly changed his clothes. And like I was, mom
he's
was
doing
like,
too much.
mom was like, you know how much you gonna wash. Like let that. He a boy. Just
Yeah,
let him. He a
let him do what
baby.
he do.
Let him do what he do.
Slob is supposed to come out.
Yeah,
the
like
That's
I
true.
was just
That's supposed to be
tripping,
slow.
like the bib and everything, and I was just tripping every time he got
Yeah.
dirty. And then I got to a point like,
The
yeah,
slop
I
does
am
come
tired.
let him do what he
I'm gonna
do.
just let you. I'm gonna let you have it.
Yes.
I would say my niece had a lot of bibs.
Oh yeah,
because we would change the beds.
absolutely. And I had little blankets, because I had to make sure I was.
I kept them on me, so
Yeah.
Spin
I be feeling like I'm really doing something when I be picking up my cousin. Let me put the little cloth right here. You can't touch this.
You know, I actually cook like that. I be feeling like I be a chef in that bad boy moving around.
Throw it over your shoulder.
That's the only way I'm gonna cook. Like, it has to be over my shoulder because I have to wash my. I have to do something with my hands.
Mine's on the stove. It's on the stove.
I have it on the stove, but then I have two. So one goes over the shoulder, one's on the stove. Then I got my oven mitts. I'm cleaning at the same time while I'm cooking.
Heavy on the oven mitts.
And
then you gotta stop it and text on your phone. So that's what.
Because I gotta grab the paper towel. Oh, forget paper towel.
Like, you use the whole roll.
Listen, the clean while you cook. I don't clean while I cook. I clean at the end.
I'm cleaning and cooking at the same time.
It depends on what I'm making, but
I have to.
I do sometimes clean because. Listen, I'm tasting, I'm cooking, and all of that.
Yeah,
or I need something when I put it back. I need that.
The reason why after I done ate, I don't want to clean this kitchen.
So here's the thing: I do it before I fix my plate or anything.
Oh, see, I can't do that. That's why I'm cooking.
I got to get the food when it's hot.
Yeah, no, it's still gonna be hot, but I'm just saying, like, I have to do it all in one soupy-doop because, like you said, after I eat, I ain't gonna want to do nothing. But so I have to do it immediately after. So it's got to be like immediately.
It be feeling idle for me.
Oh really?
Yeah, because it's like sometimes you're waiting on things to get done. So it's like, okay, well that's okay.
I be doing other shit.
That's why. That's why I clean.
But I don't. I guess it depends. Sometimes, if I make a,
He said no, they shouldn't open. Wait, maybe in high school. No.
Yeah, no.
Especially not in high school.
Yeah, so Miss Rhea said, I'm older than all of you, and I never got the switch, just the eye. And if I tried the belt at home and the pedal at school, and if I tried the belt at home, I did the belt. If I picked the lightest one, I had to get the leather one.
Richard said he got a paddle.
You had a paddle? Yeah, I had a paddle.
Shanti said they need a paddle. Todd said don't bring the paddle back.
Don't bring the pedal back.
He said because some of these parents not even about
killers in training.
I'm not even about to do that with Todd.
Okay, Miss Lewis said, well, then you need to get with your legislator and have them change the laws because if you marking those kids and they go to school with bad bruises, teachers are mandated reporters. Now that's true.
Oh, that's what we were talking about with the CPS.
Yes, true.
I do think that you definitely have to report certain things, but sometimes kids have accidents. Things happen. So you got to report everything as a teacher.
You do.
You have to report everything.
I don't know. I'm not a teacher. I mean,
you work with kids.
Yeah, but
wait. I'm not an official teacher.
It's okay because none of.
I think I would.
If it's anything that is putting if it's anything that is putting the child in danger, or I feel that the child is not safe, then I'm reporting it.
So I would make a note, and I would ask the child how they got it.
Would you build a case?
That's what I would do because sometimes children have accidents.
It's different. I mean,
some kids are accident prone.
So here's the thing: I don't even be looking. Like, is it bad? I pay attention, yes, but I don't pay attention.
I don't be looking. But if they come shooting up to school, she grabbing the kid.
Yeah, just one. My arms can only carry.
So baby, I'm grabbing myself and I'm up out of here.
But no, I don't look like. Kids tell on themselves. Here's the thing:
they be ready to tell you.
They be ready to tell you everything. They be ready to tell you everything, and they come in like, guess what?
Exactly.
This and this happened. Look, I broke my arm. Look, I fell. Yep, and it be the tea. They come in with tea. Like, guess what happened today?
But I think it depends on what age too, because I think with high schoolers, the little kids are telling a lot. But I think when you go to high school,
kids do be messy.
That's when you're transitioning and you're going through like identity crisis and trying to figure out where you fit in and things like that. So, me personally, I like more of the high school students just because I understand like what they going through.
Yeah, I mean, I understand at every age though. Because you was there.
I remember 7. I like the younger.
You don't remember
students because they don't try to challenge you as hard.
I can't remember 7, and I used to ask my mom.
I remember elementary school.
Questions at this age.
I was say they don't try to challenge you as hard when they're younger. You
that ain't true.
No.
When they hit you with why.
Well, because
or they hit you with, what does that mean?
Well,
now I
hold
got
on.
to explain.
Look. Well, hold on. But I feel like you're more able to tell them stuff.
No, you
and
can't.
they not gonna really look it up versus the high school.
They have Siri.
That's true.
They be YouTube and everything. I told you, them kids
Turn in
found
your
me.
phones. Turn in your
found me
phones
on social media.
Yeah,
Them kids found me.
My granny told the little one that Chuck E. Cheese was closed. They ain't had no. She got right on Siri. Chuck E. Cheese is not. She said no, it's not. Like they said we can go today.
They said we can go now. They're open.
Yeah,
They're
so
open
I
now.
don't know. She questions everything, even down. Why are we on the freeway? Oh, you want me to come
So
up?
we
Yes,
gonna
so
have
I
to
need
stop
to
at
know.
every
So
light?
when we come up, she she knows where she's at. So
Yeah.
no, they and she'll. What does that mean?
That's good for her to be so aware, though.
Or if I'll say a word and she'll say, "What does that mean?" And then I'll be thinking like, "Dang, what does it mean?" Okay,
It
let's
be the middle school and high school. They don't talk as much unless
They
they're
don't.
comfortable.
Or yes,
middle
unless
school,
they talking
they
to.
goofy.
They are.
They do
so
get
lame and
goofy.
corny
They
in middle
still
school.
got the elementary in them a little
Yeah,
bit, but
they
still got to
goofy.
make that medium transition.
Yeah, they're in the middle.
So my niece is in high school. She's 15, and
Does she
she's
really? Is she really open and just talking to you? If
My
you don't
niece?
come talking to her,
no, she has open.
I think it depends.
Okay.
Yeah,
she has open.
Oh, she open, but she open with her parents. Like she
Okay,
don't.
because y'all got
she
that
just that
dynamic.
Nobody. We don't lie. Like it's
Yeah.
like
well, no,
the
not
kids know
lying,
the truth.
but you know how
So
that 15-year-old gonna be in their room, not coming out to talk.
Oh,
to
Yeah,
no,
them.
'cause,
she
like,
knows.
you
it.
know-
She need to know what happened.
Evan is total
Uh-uh.
opposite of that. He
Okay.
in the room. I don't see him unless he hungry.
But you
You
don't.
see what I'm
but
saying?
you don't lie.
And
to
that
him.
was
Nah, I
me.
don't.
I was in my room with the door closed.
Yeah, you have problems.
No,
I have the door
a little
closed.
bit.
I'm on the phone.
Just a little
You
bit.
had
Chilling, like
But-
I was in my zone.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I didn't become my mama little friend till I was an adult.
Yeah, no,
That's why we little friends.
I was my granny little friend my whole life until the day she died. I
Your
was my
granny little
granny.
friend. No, but
I was
my-
my granny little friend.
My niece, she's we talk. She cool. You know what I mean? Like I told her, she sent me a message one time, and it was cussing in, and then I was just kind of like, "No, you mad?" So, but we had the conversation. But she, she was venting, so I let her. But she understood or whatever. But no, it's open. It's open with all of them. Like
Yeah.
they can come talk to me about anything. My cousins,
do.
all of them, they can talk to me
That's
about anything
good.
because I'm not judging. I don't
need that
judge.
open space.
I know what's going on. I've been there, so I know what you're thinking. Especially with boys and all of that.
Yeah.
She loved to come talk to me about them little knucklehead little boys. And then she showed me pictures. I'm
It
like,
get
he's
worse.
so corny. This
Not
little
even that. Whole time she's like, "Oh my god!"
and I be telling her which one.
look at him.
I be like, listen, pick this one because this one dumb, And she be like, how you know? Look, he dumb. This the one you
Yeah.
want to go with, Like I be telling her which one to pick. But
No,
yeah.
but I think it really depends on the dynamic because, like, I know, like, for some of my kids, they don't always talk to their parents, but they talk to
They'll
me.
talk to you,
Exactly.
but you're
You know what I'm saying?
You're
So-
relatable.
you
Yeah,
open.
you know what I'm
Open.
saying? So it's just making sure you maintain that type of thing. But at the same time, it's kids that talk to me all the time. But my own child, hey, how was your day? It was good.
That's it. Now I'm in my room.
That's 'cause you his
Let me
mom.
know
He got
when dinner
access
is
to it.
ready.
Right,
That's
he
what
got
I'm
access
saying.
to you.
So it's that type of thing. Like they may not be open with
Do
you
you
at the
ever-
moment, but they talk.
do you
But
ever
when he
reverse
getting
it
in
on
his
him?
mode? When he get in his mode, oh, he gonna talk.
wanna
Do you
talk.
reverse it on them?
Do I reverse it on him?
Yeah.
Like just don't talk.
match
Yeah.
energy.
Oh no.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh well,
Evan
don't
will
remember.
not let
petty.
her ignore him.
Okay, listen.
no, I'm
we
no, I'm-
petty.
but I'm not saying do
Here's
it
the
like
thing.
I'm
Me
not.
and Evan are petty.
No, listen, I'm not saying do it in a different way. What I'm saying is because sometimes what you just said, some parents come off like really interested in what the kids are doing because that's what you just want to know. That's your child. So have you reflected? Were you not that interested? Then you want to tell you
No.
Huh, Britt
I
might be
tried
onto
it.
something.
No.
It didn't work?
It don't work.
Okay, look, I'm
Evan's
like, I
too
never
smart for
thought
that.
about it like that.
no, but
No.
How long did you do it?
psychology.
But Evan too smart for that.
how long did you do it?
I don't even remember. I just got irritated.
Yeah,
We
it's
just
done.
petty, but we're petty. But here's the thing: we so petty. Like it's this cheesecake that I purposely brung with me today because this joker, like, if you don't eat this cheesecake, I'm gonna eat it.
Now,
First
how
of
long
all,
has it's been in there for
A
a day or so?
day.
A deluxing.
one?
You gotta
day,
claim your
but
food.
it's not his.
have to
So
claim your
whose is
food.
it?
It's mine.
You have to claim
But
your
he
food in
keeps
the
telling me
refrigerator.
that I'm going to lose my cheesecake. Is crazy. It's crazy.
Like, son,
and he
please.
got both of his braces. He got his braces top and bottom on. So he just a mouthful of metal smiling. Talking about something. I'm gonna eat your cheesecake.
Aw.
Like
I don't like that. Miss Rhea had a question for you, Sharon. She said, if you stay to yourself in your room, why, if you don't mind sharing? Like, why were you in your room?
Well, no, I don't mind sharing. It was more so because I was in the house with my mom and my grandparents, so it was never anybody that was around my age that could relate. Like how we were just saying, like parents were actually parenting. We didn't have like TV shows, music, you know what I'm saying, things in common. So,
Moesha definitely was out.
yeah, they didn't watch stuff like that, and I didn't either. So that's what I'm saying. Like we didn't have a lot of stuff in common. So I would just be in my room to myself.
I did my first concert
I was
with
the
my
only
mama.
child, you know, really just on the phone, just
On the phone?
just
Your mama
chilling.
never picked up the phone. Hey, you got about 10 more minutes.
No, this was my cell phone. Like my mom always come in and be like, "Hey, what you doing? You want to come out here and watch TV?"
Hey, y'all know
but they
what's-
would never be watching anything that I liked. So I'd be like, "No."
Y'all know what's
That
funny?
makes sense.
Yeah.
My mom and my aunt
makes a lot of sense.
and me and my cousin, we all like the same music. So like the Cash Money and the No Limit
Oh,
era.
y'all always out there just checking it.
Dog.
Girl, you're working with some pack.
No, they wouldn't do that because that's embarrassing. But because she done made me mad before.
embarrassing.
But we went to the concert when they had the Cash Money and Rough Rider concert. We all went to there. I was the only kid in
Was
my
you-
class. I
for
was in
real?
7th grade.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
never forget it because I had the shirt. You know, you buy the T-shirt. The
You
concert
went to
t-shirt.
real concerts with your mama.
Yeah.
Say real
Real
one.
concert.
I mean, my very first concert was Criss Cross. And then I went to the Cash Money concert, Cash Money and
Oh,
Rough
you
Rider
went
concert
with your mama?
Yeah, it was me, my cousin,
wow.
my mama, and my aunt, and I had a ball. I went back to school like
Yeah, no, my mama,
I did. I was
she too
clowning.
sophisticated to be at the Rough
At the
Rider.
club.
She go, but no, I ain't one of your little friends. But
Oh, we was friends
did-
that night.
Okay.
And we ain't get friends again until I was an adult.
we had a
go, y'all.
Okay,
Okay, GG.
yeah. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you
in.
so
Gigi.
much.
Yeah,
No
telling
guns
us-
in schools.
Yeah, no
Oh,
weapons.
wait a minute.
That's my final.
No weapons formed against you shall prosper.
Not saying that they won't form.
No.
They just won't prosper.
Don't
that's,
prosper.
That's just crazy.
But
that
I ain't
Gigi
trying
said
to
that.
have them form in the classroom. So let's
Okay.
No,
that's
no. Again, like I said, I don't think we should have guns at all.
Airdrop on GG.
Yeah, I don't think they should be at. Again, I think it's what Dorian said. It's just gonna cause tension, and I think it can get in the wrong hands, and that's what we don't want to do.
For sure.
So we're not gonna carry. We're not gonna open. We just gonna throw them bows. We about to throw them bows,
Okay. We bought the wall.
and then we about to swing them things. That's what we gonna do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
it's a thing.
I do think that the parents should be they should be tried too.
I agree.
I think the kids should get in trouble and the parents
accountability has to be with with someone, and I feel like everything starts at home.
Well, I think if that starts happening, I think you're gonna start seeing something different, because if a parent can be jailed
Yeah.
for something that their kid did,
Yeah.
you're gonna start seeing parents be like, come home and do something stupid.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can
Exactly.
get in trouble, and I really think that the parents
I
are getting in
agree
trouble
with
for
that.
that.
Just like now, parents are getting charged or whatever if
Like with that little boy at Oxford.
that shot himself.
His
No, I was saying
the Oxford shooting, when that little boy went to school and he shot up those kids in Oxford. This was here, and then his parents was on trial too. His parents got in trouble for
I'm
that.
talking about when like the freak accidents happen at home, when the gun is in the house but it's supposed to be put up, and at first parents weren't getting fined or charged with anything like that because okay, it was a mistake. But now they're like, hey, you should know where your gun is at. You should teach your kids about proper gun safety. It should be, locked
What if you
up.
do all that and the kids still take it upon themselves?
And that's why they started to be like, hey, enough is enough. We're going to start to try the parent.
Oh, that's real.
And that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not, and I kind of agree with Dorian to that point. Like, somebody needs to be held accountable. So,
Well, no, parents definitely should be
Yeah.
in trouble and held accountable. If the kid is at school making a ruckus like that child was doing in the video that we just saw, I think that the parent should have been in trouble as well as the kid.
I agree.
So that's how I feel about it, and I feel like that's why I'm not a teacher, because your kid jump in my face like that, we would have been fighting. I wouldn't have been playing around with that. I think it was just too much. It was just too much. It was disrespectful. It was assault, and it was. Yeah.
You funny, Miss Rhea. I'll finish. Call me. I'll finish.
She said those parents that are in jail now for that evil son of theirs is a great start. Yeah, I think you talking about the Oxford, Miss Rhea, the Oxford shooting with that little boy.
like
He
you said,
planned that.
the accountability has to very much be taken. It has to be put on somebody, because if kids are kids, they can't trauma as an adult.
Well, they get to have another life too, right? So if you get tried as a minor, now you have your second life, which,
Yeah.
and I do believe in second chances, but at the same time, I still don't think that you should, if you want to act like an adult, then you should be tried as an adult. And I think he was tried as an adult, if I'm not mistaken. But I think he had a lot going on just with his mom and his dad. So he had a lot going on. And I think that it needs to be mandatory that the kids talk to like the student counselors or something like I think it needs to be like a mandatory type of thing. I don't know how it would work. I think they have to figure that out.
Yeah.
But I think
I ain't gonna lie, counselors are necessary.
I think it needs to be like some type of, you know how they have homeroom?
Oh yeah.
Homeroom was a waste of time.
It was just something to start your day.
Yeah, I think homeroom was a waste of time.
It wasn't even a full hour.
It was a waste of time. And I think if they still kind of have homeroom going on, I'm not in high school. I don't know what they're doing in the school of high, but I think that they should use homeroom to have like those meeting sessions and kind of see what's going on mentally.
For the day.
Yeah, because it's a lot of stuff that kids are dealing with at home, and a lot of kids doesn't know. You know, they don't. The outlets.
Yeah, you remember the do nows? You feel like the do nows, like it was like a question or something on the board when you first got into the school or the class. Oh, you did your do now. Do you think journaling should be brought back for kids? Just to be like,
we called it journaling, but yeah, okay.
It was just journaling. You just wrote. Me, it's do now.
Like,
mine was do now.
Okay.
He was like just journaling.
What is okay? Cool.
But
yeah, sure. Do now.
Do it now. Do it now.
Do it now.
Yeah. Do you think that? Bye. Thank you.
Be safe. All the way, please. All the way. Okay.
Please. Thank you. We're stopping the show. But yeah. Do you think that kids should get back to journaling and just expressing their day?
I think that like a homeroom was a waste of time. You wasn't doing nothing at homeroom. Taking a nap before class gets started.
Yeah,
at least I was, baby, because we had to be to school at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I think that time should be used for students to journal, or have some form of counsel or something to kind of see where their mental state is, right? Because I think the mental state right now, especially today, is even worse than it was when we were in school because of social media.
We didn't hear
because of the cell phones,
much
because of the parents not being at home, or because of what's going on with everything in the world. I definitely feel like the kids are getting it too, right?
Yeah.
So like whatever the parents are feeling is trickling down to the kids.
Because you remember when, back when we were younger, when we would we would say like, "Hey, we're depressed," and parents be like, "No, depress some dishes." Like it's just more so like it's worse now. Like people are really going through real life stuff, and they cry out for help, but they aren't. Nobody pays attention until there is something that's traumatic happened.
Let me not say that they aren't. I'm not going to say that they aren't, but a lot of the things that
I don't think it's taken serious,
because a lot of the things that you're dealing with in high school, they're internal issues.
You learning yourself, but a lot is not. Because now you got like, hey, you didn't have on this particular pair of shoes or this particular outfit.
They always did that. They was doing that back in Dorian them days.
Dorian them days.
Dorian them days.
Yeah.
You understand
but
what I'm saying?
But it's worse now. It is worse. Like you getting bullied in school. You getting bullied on social media.
And this is exactly why I said that they need to bring some form of counseling or talking or hashing something out because of social media, because of what's going on in the world, because of the parents being unstable and things like that. Like they said, Ms. Rhea said, the Oxford kid, his parents had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, because it starts at home.
So that's what I'm saying. So we get and try to see what's going on with the kids, because everything that happens with the parents happens to the kids.
But I'm sure they started looking into the little boy and his mental state after he already did this act, where before it was probably silent little signs or cries of help that everybody looked over.
But some of your depression is coming from your parents.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why they like, you go depress them dishes. Because you ain't really got no real issues. You don't really have any real issues.
And see, that's what they think. Just because you're young, you don't go through real stuff.
So when you hear,
you go through real stuff.
My niece is 15. The issues that she has,
Say you are feel like I'm dealing with real life stuff, bills,
Baby,
stress,
the
pressure.
issue. Oh, my hair, my nails.
Well, that's
my
pretty.
skin,
That's the thing.
my teeth, they're all internal. Like, it's not.
You're not really sad right now. You're not.
You know
really
what I'm
going
saying?
through
Yeah,
nothing.
so such didn't want to talk to me today. So even a little one. Yeah, she doesn't want to be my friend today. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, don't be her friend today, baby.
Kids
We
are
got
a
real
thing
things
about friends.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of the stuff be internal things. We can talk about it.
Carly, you're
Is this
there.
Miss Rhea or Dorian?
It's Dorian.
Look, I'm like,
Hey, Dorian.
I just feel like, look, me personally, nothing has changed. Nothing new on that stuff. People been bullied.
Yes.
Decades, always. What society is weaker now.
Yes.
Everyone is pleasure seeking. Everyone wants peace. Everyone wants pleasure. And so the toughness part goes to the side. How to deal with a bully? You got to bully a bully. You gonna let somebody keep punking you, whether you online. Well, they said this, and so what? I'm gonna go punch you in your face when I see you again.
You are a
That's how we
violent man.
handle bullies. I mean, that's the problem in itself, is that you have too many of the bullies who have children now and allowing their children to be bullied. And so you have a society of two weak people making another weak child, and then your weak child is a bully, or vice versa. You can't deal with the bully because you've raised them to be weak because you were weak. You know? No, run away. Don't tell us. No. I'm going to punch you in your face the moment you speak out of turn. I'm going to get suspended
That's why
from
they think
school,
black
and
people
my
are
mom
angry.
going to have to come up here, but I settled the problem. You see what I'm saying? I settled the problem. Whether we going to jump each other outside of school or however it was going to go, it's going to go. And I understand now you got more guns, but hey, we had guns too. You know? I come from a different time. In my time, we didn't, and what this is what's so alarming is because the parents of these younger people now were the ones that was in my time. Like, you were fighting, we were all fighting. That's what I'm saying. Redford was so violent that I had to leave Redford. I voluntarily left Redford because I was in the gang.
You were
it was
what?
like
You were
first-
what? You were what?
I was in the gang.
Oh, okay.
all right.
All right. And that's why it's so
I ain't gonna say
volatile.
the name of the gang.
You don't have to,
Yeah,
because
but
we're
I
not
was-
going to know it anyway.
Right.
Yeah, we're not gonna know
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Unless it was
But
YBI.
it was just, well, it was one too far from that. One too far
He was
from
like,
that.
we knew that.
But,
We know YBI. No, I'm
but the
just
whole
messing with
thing
you.
about it was, at certain schools, you had to be in certain groups. It was almost like prison, where I honestly, my fondest memories of my youth is not high school. High school every day was dangerous.
It sounds
was
like it.
being in the joint.
Sound
And
like
it was prison before prison, because we had a police precinct across the street. You had a police precinct inside the school. Our school was there. You can walk off campus. Anybody can walk into school. And we had metal detectors. And some doors weren't changed. Some of them were. You had security that would chase you around the school. The cops that would. And it was every day I was dealing with adult situations every day you left that school. You had to make a choice. And so we had multiple games on 3 or 4 different floors. That's how crazy it was. And it was just wild. And so young people, but we settled it in most cases, it's going to be violent because there was nobody really at Redford to be a bully. We were all, we saw the younger people that would come in, the new booties. Yeah, I've seen so many people get their coats and hats snatched on the bus, on the city bus, to the point where, it makes sense now for the police to follow a city bus because of the violence that shootings, everything was happening on the school bus, and it did not get reported. There was no social media. It just happened. It was a rumor, and you heard about it, and that was it. That was it. It didn't even see Channel 4, Channel 2, or 7, unless someone got killed. But if you got shot, I got shot on the city bus, getting off the bus, and it wasn't even about for me. Just a nick wound. And it was just a violent time. But honestly, we didn't have bullies. I feel like society is weak because we've trended more towards the softer side. And let's try to work it out. Yeah, that kind of starts with one thing that we were taught as we were leaving school. It was a little too late. Was conflict resolution. I don't argue with grown men. Men can't argue with each other.
Well, they
We start
shouldn't.
raising our voices. Yeah, because if we get into a simple argument, like it can get out of hand fast. And men are violent. Some men are violent. And so the chance of that escalating into something serious, you know, I was taught in school at Cody, by the way, to walk away from. You know, try to look. I would be at the club. It may be some street stuff, and we ran into the enemy or whatever. Somebody we had a problem with. You know what I would do? I would buy everybody a drink, like diffusion, like ground on me, just like send them some drinks. And then they like, where they come from? The dude over there. I thought we gonna chill because I know what you guys got in your trunk, and then because we got the same thing in our trunk. And if we're up in this place, and if somebody don't have a cooler head, this can get out of hand. And see, that be the problem in itself, and that's can also be an issue in school. But we had violent tactics of dealing with bullies. I don't understand why your kid is getting punked on Instagram, and you just like, man, look, I'll pull up to their house, go find it.
Yeah, that could be dangerous too.
It can be.
Yeah, that could be dangerous too. But we ain't really trying to be volatile. We're really not.
Yeah,
I think we've dealt with that enough.
But you know what though? That's why I say it's the influence of our culture, and these kids seeing so much now. We got a president that's a crook, that's a criminal, legally like convicted. He got more felonies than everybody.
America's a criminal.
This is exactly. And then that's another thing.
We got an audience, but that's a whole nother topic that we can talk about off. Yeah, I prefer to have that conversation off the air. That might get a little too deep. Yeah, so no, but thank you, Dorian, so much for calling in. We always love when you call in. Thank you.
Yes, appreciate you so much.
But okay, I got you, Miss Rhea. She said, "True, Brit, but when you are younger." You don't know how to handle your internal thoughts in a positive way if you don't have a good support system, and that's why I was saying, Ms. Rhea, I do think it, because the kids spend majority of their time at school. Oh yeah, I do think that it's important for them to have at least 1 hour of some type of something going on with their mental. No, not wind down.
That can help you mentally, help you.
But just how to mentally learn how to process different things. Because honestly, that's what a lot of people dealing with in high school. You just dealing with your thoughts and your internal thoughts. Really, you're battling internally. Yeah. And as you get older, if you don't really know how to battle, that's what you're always battling. You're battling internally. Yeah, and it can be dangerous for you because that's really what the mental part is. Yeah. It's the internal battle that we're dealing with, and
it's you versus you. That's
all it is.
Of you versus you.
That's why when people get into arguments and they get into fight, oh, you offended me.
Yeah.
Well, what?
It's a trigger.
What on the inside of me?
Yeah.
Got triggered because you know what I'm saying. So now I got to do a deep dive.
That's
in.
how you know if you're truly healed. If the triggers.
Well, even when you go to therapy and all of that, they give you tools on how to deal with you.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it, and I think it's important if we started earlier for the kids. You might need to do it in middle school. But really, really high school, that's when you got all these different things going on internally.
Yeah.
You're questioning everything.
You may not want to talk to anybody because you think that you're the only one going through it. And then when you find those group of people or just a person that shares a similar, experience, you're like, oh, okay, so I'm not alone.
That's why it's important.
You feel a little bit better, navigating or going through that journey.
They need to incorporate that some way into the school. It just needs to be maybe an hour. I mean, because homeroom is pointless.
Yeah.
Just an hour or just kids writing. So that's what I think. That's me.
Yeah, get back to writing.
Yeah, just write
and make it plain.
Yeah. Well, when you go to counseling or therapy, however you want to call it, they make you write stuff down. They give you assignments and do different things like that. Yeah, they give you homework. So I think that should be. And then again, if you're, a counselor and or a teacher, you could give it. How the kids give it to you. They don't have to share it with everybody, but just let them get it out.
That's true.
Let them get it out. So
I agree.
Yeah, because they spend the majority of their time in school anyway.
Bring counselors back.
Yes, Ms. Rhea. That's to be honest, Ms. Rhea. That is the battle.
To be in your mind is a terrible place to be, especially for long.
Who can tame it though? Like it has a mind of its own. Who can tame the mind? It has a mind of its own. But again, that's a much deeper.
I gotta catch that, but
it's a deeper conversation. But if you really sit and you talk to, again, you sat in your room, right? Because you felt I don't have anybody to talk to. Nobody else is relating to me.
Yeah.
You know, you're not the only kid that has been through that. And the sad part about it is, they probably did understand what you were going through.
Exactly.
Yeah. They probably really did.
Yeah. Even now they're like, yeah, we could have watched. And then my mom always said like, yeah, I came in your room and tried to check on you. And I'm like, I was fine. It was just at the time I didn't see anything relatable. So it's just like,
and how I look at it, which is dope, because like when I became a woman, that's when I started seeing my mom. Like,
oh yeah,
she was a woman before she had me.
Yeah,
she had thoughts, emotions, and all of these. Yeah. Like, that's not just mom. It's like, oh, that's a woman. Yeah, so
she was her person.
So like with the kids, when they like to call, like, oh man, y'all don't know. It's like, I had to get here.
Yeah.
In fact, I know more than you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Being younger, I didn't have that mindset, but now I definitely give grace, because as an adult, I'm seeing my mom as not only my mom, but a woman.
She's a woman,
a human, and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
So you're not gonna have all of the answers, but as a kid, we look up to our parents like they're supposed to know everything.
And I see it at different stages with my nieces, because the little one, she's 6.
Yeah,
she think Auntie Brittany just know all the answers. She knows everything. Auntie Brittany's gonna fix it. Baby, I be Googling and YouTubing and trying to figure it out. Like, I'm hero right now.
Especially with this new math.
And then forget it. The middle one, she's, she's about the head, she's very calm, cool. And then the oldest one, her life is in shambles every 5 minutes.
You see, in shambles.
It's always really in shambles, yeah. So she's actually the character.
Yeah, but at least they have you there for them. And you able to relate to their different stages of life.
Oh, so, yeah, I love it. But Miles wants to know when you're going to tell your story. So,
yeah.
No, really, he wants to know when you're going to tell your story. So,
I'm going to do it soon.
I'm excited. I want people to hear it. I think you should share it. I think it's important.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think you should be afraid. I think you have a lot of support, and people really want to hear your story.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. I think I do have a lot more support than what I actually may know or even be aware of. You know? So
you should share it.
Yeah,
not now, but soon.
Yeah, because Miss Rhea already told me I don't think you were done. I'm like, yeah, Miss Rhea, just call me. I'll tell the rest of the story. But no, I appreciate y'all. I do. I appreciate y'all, and I'm share my story soon.
Very soon. I just want to know who's gonna get the first exclusive.
Okay, this is something.
Is it gonna be Raw but Real, or is it gonna be the Rise and Grind morning show? Ooh. Like, who's gonna get the exclusive is what I want to know. Is it gonna be Rise and Grind, or is it gonna be Raw but Real? Yeah,
it has to be home first.
No
shade, no tea, Miss Rhea. I love you. I'm coming there. But I feel like it would be such an injustice not to
do it here.
To do it on the Rise and Grind.
Okay.
Where I originated.
Okay.
So,
well, it's coming soon.
Yeah.
Maybe in the spring.
Yeah, but I love Robert Real. I love Miss Rhea. I love
Miss Rhea is that deal.
Shout out to you, Darnell. Just check out Robert Real Mondays at 6.
All right, y'all, we about to get up out of here. We had a great show. The ladies took over today. The men weren't here. They were sick, ill. But shout out to Miles and Ty. Y'all, we are sending healing hands. We pray that y'all get better soon. Miles, work on your voice, please, and don't blame it on whatever it is that you have. We didn't catch it, thank God.
Yeah, and it's 11:11.
I was about to say it's 11:11. Shani's favorite number.
Yeah.
The temperatures are rising. Yes, spring is around the corner, so y'all go out.
Layers are coming off.
Mask staying on.
So that's how people get sick. Right there.
Y'all think it's hot. Yeah. Follow me. I know what to do.
Yeah.
Y'all can go follow me on It's Me, Brittany Chanel on Instagram, or Brittany Chanel on Facebook. I do have the official release date of Broad Day, so that will be dropping on 313 Day.
Oh, that's so dope.
313 Day, Broad Day will be dropping. So yes, y'all tap in and watch that. And Shani, where do people go find you at?
You can find me here Monday through Friday, Rise and Grind Morning Show, and you can also find me on Facebook at Shan Mosley, and we'll be here.
Yeah, and make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, share, keep tapping in with us, because we're going to keep bringing y'all some dope content. Thank y'all. Have a wonderful Wednesday.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.
Rise and grind. Morning show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday. just appearances, 'cause you